Boris Johnson admits for the first time that he did attend a garden party at number 10 Downing Street. The problem, it took place in May of 2020, and at that time, the United Kingdom's government told everybody they could meet only one person, only outdoors, and they had to stay at least 6 feet apart. Today, Boris said he's sorry.
I want to apologise. I know that millions of people across this country have made extraordinary sacrifices over the last 18 months. I know the anguish that they have been through, unable to mourn their relatives, unable to live their lives as they want, or to do the things they love.
But like most politician apologies, there's also an excuse. Today, Boris Johnson insisted the garden party was actually a work event and that no COVID rules were broken. But he understands that most people would have a different take.
I believed implicitly that this was a work event. I should have recognised that even if it could be said technically to fall within the guidance, there would be millions and millions of people who simply would not see it that way.
Wonder why? Maybe because the event was described in an emailed invitation as socially distanced drinks to enjoy the warm weather. Not a work event. The leader of the opposition Labour Party is disquieted by the Prime Minister's disquisition. He called Boris Johnson to step down.
After months of deceit and deception, the pathetic spectacle of a man who's run out of road. His defence that he didn't realise he was at a party. It is so ridiculous that it's actually offensive to the British public. Is he now going to do the decent thing and resign?
Actually, no. This latest scandal, though, adds to the mounting list of troubles for the Prime Minister. He's already faced accusations that his government hosted several gatherings while the country was in lockdown. He says to withhold judgment, please, until an internal investigation is over. Prime Minister Johnson's Conservative Party was also fined for not accurately reporting a donation that was used, as it turned out, to finance the refurbishment of his apartment. The British tabloids today ruthless again. The Independent's headline, "A Man Without Shame." The Metro summarizing the soliloquy, "Sorry, not sorry." Wilfred Frost now, co-anchor of CNBC's Closing Bell and our unofficial UK correspondent. Wilfred, thank you. Prime Minister Johnson has survived a lot of scandals in the past. Does this one feel, I don't know, different?
It does feel different, Shep, because he has been under more pressure in the last 48 hours than at any other point in his premiership. So much so, of course, he was forced to issue a rare apology, sort of apology. But what is not different is that it remains incredibly difficult to remove a sitting prime minister, particularly one that has such a big majority like he has. And at the margin, the pressure on him has probably eased a fraction over the course of this afternoon and this evening, as more MPs from his own party have come out to support him, publicly at least, than to call for his resignation.
So no resign. But Parliament does have some options, right?
Parliament certainly has options as a whole, which could even lead to an early general election, though that seems highly unlikely given that he has 360 MPs of the total 650. What is more possible is that those 360 of his own MPs choose to seek a new leader of their party and by default a new prime minister. But the fact they haven't gone for that vote of no confidence over the course of the last 24 hours suggests they're waiting for one further catalyst at least. We don't know what that catalyst might be, of course.
Wilf, how is this playing over there? Is everybody all riled up about it? Is it all the talk, or how is this one playing?
Certainly, you showed the papers there. It's been front page over the last couple of days of every newspaper. And over the course of the last month, other similar stories have grabbed the front page headlines as well. And I think there's a sense of dissatisfaction across the country that this Prime Minister seems to feel that there's one rule for him and another one for the rest. And given what we've all been through over the last couple of years, that leaves a particular sour taste in voters' mouths. The polls are reflecting that. The question is whether his own MPs want to act off just polls or wait for something more, because, of course, it would be ultimately stabbing their own leader in the back.
Wilfred Frost, see you in Sarah tomorrow on Closing Bell. Thank you, sir.